Welcome back to my channel. Today we're here with Jason Pham. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. Hi, everyone. And hi, Martiana. Thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast today. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. We want to get to know you. So, what is your favorite part about being a real estate agent?
So first of all, I've been doing this for close to a little bit over 14 years.
Oh my
And what I
God.
noticed, yeah, it's been a while. Looking back, I never thought that I would be in an industry for this long.
Yeah.
And my looking back, I think that my favorite part of being a realtor is just like a lot of people were saying, is flexible timing. But
Mhm.
if it's flexible, if you want it to be flexible, right? But
Yeah.
if you want it not to be flexible, then you can adjust with that too.
Yeah.
And what I like about being a realtor is, I mean, for me, I work all over the Bay Area. So today I could be in Berkeley, and tomorrow I could be in San Jose, and the next day I could be in the Peninsula. So I get to see all of the beautiful houses, all throughout the whole Bay Area, which is, what I majored in when I went to college was architectural engineering as well.
Oh my God.
So
Amazing.
and also, I get to work with all kinds of people, right? Every
Yeah.
transaction is new. Every transaction is, I learn something new, and it's not repetitive. So it gives
Yeah.
me,
No 2 days are the same, which is nice. Oh my gosh. And oh my God, 14 years. That is a long time.
yeah.
What have you learned over those years that just makes you such an exceptional agent?
That's a great question. What I narrowed down was if you have a strong mindset. If
Mhm.
you have a strong mindset, you can literally do anything in life, not just in real estate.
Yeah.
I used to be, very shy in talking as well and approaching strangers. And when I was 19 years old, that's when I got to know some motivational speakers. And the
Mhm.
ones that I followed are Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn. I got to see Zig Ziglar in person. He passed away now. But
Yeah.
the other person that I highly, highly recommend everyone should look up to is Tony Robbins. So
Yes.
Tony Robbins,
I
Tony
agree.
Robbins too.
Yeah, I agree.
He's amazing. So I got to know Tony Robbins' sales rep probably about over 10 years ago,
Mhm.
and ever since then I started following Tony. And I told myself, if I ever become a sales rep for Tony Robbins' company, I think I probably would be number one.
Yes, I love that.
The event that I attended to was is called Unleash the Power Within, and I recommend that everyone should go check him out because
Yeah.
he would spend like four days with you, and then it teaches you about family, relationship, financing, health, which is
Mhm.
what we need in life. So I
Yeah,
would
it's
say having a very strong mindset is something that I have discovered in the last 14 years working. And I tell people all the time that first of all, yeah, you have to believe in yourself, right? You can't sell a product to anyone if you don't believe in your product or your goods.
yeah,
So
yeah,
before other people can believe in you, you have to believe in yourself.
absolutely. I completely agree with that. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like that's having that mindset that you have is really like empowering your buyers and your sellers while they're going through the process because there are hurdles and there are unknowns. And it's really good to like continue to stay positive and like I feel like just when people are around you, they probably feel that and it probably calms them down. It's just who you are and kind of like exudes out of you, which is great to have in a real estate agent because this can be a stressful career. So that's awesome.
Yep.
What part of town do you specialize in?
So I'm from Bay Area, San Francisco. So I work throughout the whole Bay Area.
Okay.
So what that when I work with a client, right, I'll be able to share with them my knowledge in all of the different markets throughout the whole Bay Area. Because
Okay.
some clients, let's say I help a client buy a place, in the East Bay in San Ramon, right?
Mhm.
And now, they want to buy an investment property. Then I'll be able to help them, maybe show them other areas in the Bay Area that have potential growth. So yeah, I work
Yeah.
throughout the whole Bay Area.
Awesome. Are you seeing anything? Well, obviously the market's been a little crazy. We've got the
Yeah.
election this year. We've got interest rates, the Fed drop. everything, inflation, it's been kind of crazy. So with you being out there on a day to day, are you seeing something different between the different pockets between Bay Area and San Francisco? Um, is the market looking different, or, in the whole Bay Area, are we kind of seeing a little more activity? What's going on out there?
Yes. So I tell people all the time that real estate is very local, right?
Mhm.
Especially when I work with first-time home buyers, they'll be like, "Jason, I heard on the news, real estate is going down." But but if you look at the real estate market, right, and I tell them that, you can listen to the news, but it's like a macro news, right? What
Yes.
you really
Yeah.
need to do is focus on the local news. And how do you do that? You need to connect with a knowledgeable local realtors who is currently active in the neighborhood. Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm sure you run into some realtors that have been licensed for 30 years, but they haven't been active in the last 5 years. Or if that agent hasn't been active in the last 2 years, right? Because the real estate industry changes so fast. So you really
Yes.
need somebody who is up to date with everything. Now,
Mhm.
go back to your question is what I'm seeing right now. For example, I have a few listings right now, condos in San Francisco City.
Mhm.
And there are about close to 1,000 condos for sale in San Francisco City, which is a
No
crazy inventory,
way.
right? And it
Yeah.
averages between 30 days on the market to over 200 days on the markets. Okay.
Oh,
For
wow.
if you were to go to South Bay, like, San Jose area or close by city, last week, one of my colleagues put on an offer for a property in Cupertino. They had
Mhm.
40 offers. And
Wow.
last week, personally for me, my listing in Union City, I had it on the market for only 3 days. Last
Mhm.
weekend, I had probably over 300 people came to my open house, and we accepted
Wow.
an all cash offer and sold it at the record sale price in the whole neighborhood. So,
That's
again, every market, I mean, just go jumping from the city to the other city is already different.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, just from hearing what you're saying, I think we're seeing buyers are getting out there with the interest rates starting to come down. I feel like a lot of people that have been on the sidelines are starting to like get in the game, see what they can afford, see what's kind of out there. On the lending side, like we're seeing a lot more buyers coming through and
Mhm.
kind of seeing like what their situation is now, how it's changed, like can they afford more, which is great. It's great to see that people are like feeling confident about buying again. What are you seeing for sellers? Are you seeing that it's great to list your property?
So when I work with a client, regardless, a buyer, the buyer would come to me and ask me, "Hey, Jason, when is the right time to buy?" And the seller would come to me and ask, "Hey, Jason, when is the right time to sell?" Right? My
Yeah,
very simple answer. This is coming from my own experience as well. Right? I tell them that you buy whenever you are ready, and you
yeah,
sell whenever you are ready. Right?
yeah,
Nobody can predict the market, the future. Right? I mean, if we all can predict the future, then we wouldn't be here analyzing about the future. Right?
yeah,
I like right now, like again, you have to look at different city, like which area are you looking to buy or sell, and then from there, I will be able to advise you. Okay, for example, if you go to San Francisco and you want to buy a condo over there, right? Majority of the condo home prices in San Francisco compared to the peak right now is probably, I would say, between 30 to 50% off. Okay.
nah,
If you buy a condo over there and they have so much inventory, then you have more leverage. But if you
yeah,
were to go
yeah,
to the South Bay, right, there's no inventory. You don't have choices to choose, but you have a pool of buyers out there. So then,
yeah.
Mhm.
Depends on your area for sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's going to be a crazy Q4. It's going to be a crazy spring. We're seeing some different things, happening out there. But what can a buyer and a seller expect when working with you?
So I'm very fortunate now that I would say about 99% of my business are from past clients and referrals. And
Amazing.
what I see from them is that when they work with me, I treat them as whenever they buy or sell a house, I treat them as if I was the one that buying or selling the house. What would I do? I
Yeah.
always tell them the truth, and even if they don't like the truth, but if the truth will make them uncomfortable, I still do that.
Yeah.
And also, one thing about me is I'm always available for clients whenever they need me. I'm known for like, if you call me at 11 p.m., I will, pick up my phone. I'll be available. Or,
Mhm.
sometimes if you call me at 1 a.m. and you need something, I will always be available as well too.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness, that's good. I'm like, if you're freaking out for something that's going on with your deal and you can't get a hold of your real estate agent, oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Yeah.
especially if you're first time home buyer, right? And you juggling with so many things and you're learning the whole process. Yeah.
Yeah. And
What
you're
about
like,
you?
this,
What does clients say about you?
I think they like to say that I'm very personable. So, same as you, I'm very honest. A lot of times on the lending side, banks will approve you for more than what you would be comfortable for or what would, you know, really fit within your lifestyle. And
Mhm.
so I kind of like to make sure that my clients know, like, yes, this is how much you're approved for, but like really take it back, take some time and think about like your lifestyle, what you like to do, like what do you feel comfortable with every month, and kind of go from there. But I'm definitely a proponent of education. So, going through the lending process, I want to make sure that my buyers are very educated on like what's going on, what's next in the process, what does this part mean? Because regardless, you're probably going to buy another house at some point or be part of a transaction. It's always good to kind of know and understand. And I feel like for first time home buyers, just knowing the process kind of takes a little bit of the stress off.
Yep.
So I like to educate. I'm always here, just like you. I'm here on the weekends. Like if you're putting in an offer, like let's get you, a new offer letter that's for that specific property. If it's Saturday at 1 o'clock, let me know. I'll get something out to you, so you can make that offer. And so I don't keep banker's hours, which is, and I'm a broker. So
That's
we
okay.
have, yeah, we've got about 50 plus lenders that we have access to. So I have clients from first time home buyers to investors. So all across, whatever type of loan product that you need, I have access to it, which has been nice because I have clients that can come back for different things.
And I heard rates are going up in the past few days, right?
They
Do you?
have, yeah. We saw that dip, I would say the week and the week after the Fed dropped the rates. And then ever since then, it's been slowly ticking. But I feel like with all of this stuff with the election coming and everything, we've had a couple companies, big companies that have announced their earnings. We've seen rates start to tick back up. But we still have an election coming next week. So I don't know what's going to happen. Every time we have an election year, we see kind of it stagnates for a little while people are just like on pins and needles trying to figure out what's going to happen. So it's still a good time to kind of figure out what you're, approved for. And I like to say like the way things have been going lately, make sure you're comfortable with your mortgage payment for the next couple of years. You can
For sure.
always refinance, but we don't know what's going on. So, don't buy a house thinking it's gonna drop, in Q1. Make sure that you're comfortable and then that way you can take advantage of that opportunity once it arises.
Exactly. Yep, I agree with you. We are here to deliver the right information to the clients, regardless if they are buying now or selling now or getting the loan from you, right?
Mhm.
Our main goal is to give them the right guidance and, so that way in the future they will come back to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I cannot let you get off this podcast without asking, how does a buyer or seller get in contact with you?
Most of my clients are like, again, they have my phone number, right? So
Yeah.
they would call me, and nowadays, before, let's say if I'm meeting with the client and the clients are, like in the younger generation, then they would, look me up and they can easily see my performance on Zillow, Yelp, and my social media. And
Yeah.
from looking at that, it's like a pre-interview, right? Then they
Yeah.
would feel, okay, Jason has some credibility, some track record. I'm gonna give him a try.
Yeah, yeah. And then can you let us know what your phone number is and we'll put it here on the screen for anyone watching?
Yes. So my phone number is 510-989-11. You can call, text me anytime.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with me, educate us a little bit about the market and yourself and kind of why you're a top tier agent. I definitely appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. You have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll speak soon.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.